Hello, you're watching R1. I'm Richie. Over the decades in gaming, we've been rescuing princesses, blasting aliens, and exploring lands unknown, from the NES to the NES 2000, or the Wii U if you want to give it its real name. Don't you wish a gaming company would take all their biggest hits and put them into one bundle? Oh, wait a minute! Established in 1985, Rare, the British game developer, is celebrating 30 wonderful years by releasing a compilation of its successes from various X-Gen consoles, exclusively for the Xbox One. They've been working hard focusing on fun and nostalgia in the selection of titles from the pages of Rare history. Banjo-Kazooie, Killer Instinct, Solar Jetman conquers Bad Fur Day, to name but a few. Battletoad Arcade gets its first home console version, previously playable only in the arcades. Recapture old memories on a modern format or discover them for the first time. Whether your thing is exploring uncharted planets for space fuel or battling a musical paunchy piece of poo.
I am the great mighty Pooh.
Poo? Well, no matter what your gaming preference, there's bound to be something for everyone, including poo. The downer is that due to licensing issues, Donkey Kong Country from the SNES will not be included. Still, 30 games for $30 in one epic collection. Not bad at all. Rare aren't the only ones moving forward by looking back. Here is an RPG that, as well as adding new features, strives to improve what made it great to start with. This isn't a new game, having been released in August 2014, but it is new to the PS4. Though it is already available on PS3 and PC, various review sites compare the graphics on PS4 to Ultra PC settings, which in layman's terms is a good thing. The Enhanced Edition includes all the updates and downloadable content, including Uprising of the Little Guys and Fog Island. In this open-world, traditional-style RPG adventure, guide the nameless hero through countless locations of a chaotic world laid to waste by the war of the Titan Lords in hopes of regaining your stolen soul. With Uprising dead, monsters, and political strife plaguing all three of the ruling factions, they all have quests to complete and rewards to dish out. The real icing on the cake, no weight limit on your items. Carry as much as you can get your hands on without getting staggered. This adventure fantasy is set in a beautiful world with slightly darker gothic tones than its predecessors. Developer Piranha Bytes have worked hard to bring forward the best parts of the previous titles, such as the magic combat system, effortlessly flowing from phenomenal magic to sturdy swordplay. Earn the respect of the locals by exploring the small towns, lava pits, ancient ruins, and even the dangerous Shadow Realm. Happy soul searching! Most of us in Europe have had a scorching hot summer. And what better way to cool off than a chilling survival horror? There's a young blonde woman in a towel in a secluded house in the woods on a cold, dark night, which can only mean one thing. Someone's gonna die. On the anniversary of the disappearance of twins Hannah and Beth, a group of friends take a trip to a log cabin, blissfully unaware that they are stalked by a serial killer. That ignorance can only last so long. Your choices carry a lot of weight, and the outcome depends on you making the right ones. There are 8 playable characters, and any number of them can live or die by the end of the night, based on the course of action you take. Because the decision-making process is so important, the autosave feature will work rigorously to ensure there are no takebacks. Due to the butterfly effect, something small and insignificant can have a larger unknown consequence down the line. See the story to the end, endure multiple playthroughs to discover the killer's identity and ultimate conclusion. Your judgment alone may mean the difference between life and death. Don't you get annoyed when you buy a new release and then loads of downloadable content becomes available? Why can't they make a version that has all the extra missions, power-ups and content? Wait a tick! Dunwall. A city afflicted with a plague of rats and a corrupted government. Don the mask of Corvo, the Empress's bodyguard, framed for her murder. Sprung from 6 months of captivity, it's time to take your vengeance on the power-hungry despots who stole everything you value. Smite down your enemies with the gift of power from the mysterious outsider. With a range of traps, ranged weapons and a collapsible sword, there is more than one way to skin our High Overseer. Take the chaotic approach and slice and dice your way through every level, or take a stealthy strategy to get in and out and complete your objective without anyone realizing you were ever there. Featured in the downloadable content are the Dunwall City Trial Challenge maps. Overcome these obstacles to prove who is top dog in Dunwall. When you're done with Corvo, you can get an insider's perspective into the leader of the assassins and murderer of the Empress, Dowd. Taken through the months of Corvo's imprisonment in the Knife of Dunwall and conclude his tale in the Brigmore Witches where he meets his destined fate. One of the biggest game crazes at the Mo is collectible figures. I mean, they're just so collectible. You need to have them all. No, you need to have them all. If only there was a new expansion with even more collectible figures. Hold the phone. For those who live under a rock or just don't have any kids, Disney Infinity is an action-adventure game that brings your toys to life in the virtual sandbox of imagination. By collecting the assorted figurines and discs, you unlock new adventures for your characters and their respective worlds. Remember, no world jumping. You cannot play as Spider-Man in the Frozen campaign. Over the years, they have added many new characters to their roster. Aladdin, Captain Jack Sparrow, the Avengers, and they haven't stopped there. With the revival of the Star Wars franchise, Disney Interactive Studios and Avalanche Software welcome the Jedi Knights to the Toybox along with the cast of Inside Out. Each character set has a campaign which can be played solo or two-player. By completing levels and challenges, you unlock items and tools for your Toybox, where anything goes. In the Toybox mode, players can create their own world from all the gathered pieces from the main game. Characters and players can mingle in this mode at home and through online multiplayer for some homemade fun and adventure, to infinity and beyond. Things to remember in August. 1. Beware musical manure. 2. Stuff is heavy. 3. Never hide under the bed. 4. Like and subscribe. And 5. May the force be with you. I'm Richie. Stay magic and see you next time. Poo, 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 poo.